हेलो, नमस्कार। आज हम लोग एक बड़े ही सीरियस सब्जेक्ट पर बात करेंगे। भारत में विधवाओं का जीवन, बेहद अफसोस, आज़ादी के 70 सालों बाद भी आज विधवाओं की स्थिति में कुछ खास सुधार नहीं हुआ है। दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा विधवाएं हिंदुस्तान में ही हैं। अंदाज़ तो यह है कि 40 मिलियन से 55 मिलियन तक विधवाएं हिंदुस्तान में हैं, यानी ऑलमोस्ट 10% ऑफ द फीमेल पॉपुलेशन। न घर की हैं न घाट की हैं, मुश्किलों में जीती हैं, आश्रमों में छोड़ जाते हैं, जंगल में छोड़ आते हैं। विधवाओं का कोई सुनवाई नहीं है, कोई रक्षक नहीं है। प्रॉपर्टी के प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, इनहेरिटेंस की प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, तरह तरह के प्रॉब्लम्स हैं। उनको जीने का अधिकार नहीं देता है समाज। आज इस विषय पर अब चर्चा कर रहे हैं, तो आप सुनिए मुक्ता गुप्ता की एक रिपोर्ट। थैंक यू।
Widowhood continues to remain a scar on Hindu society. Widowhood continues to remain a big social stigma in India, despite a slew of social welfare measures to empower women taken by the union and state governments since independence. Though the general health and the literacy rate of women has improved over years, widows still continue to suffer the pangs of poverty and social discriminations. Even the issue of promoting widow remarriages hangs in fire as government agencies and hundreds of caste-based organizations have been dragging their feet to support the much-needed reform in the Hindu society. Demands are now being made to provide reservations in jobs to the widows. The gender gap in employment opportunities needs to be bridged. Unfortunately, there still is no national public policy relating to reforms to empower the over 55 million widows in our country. While there has not been much improvement in the status of widows who continue to suffer at the hands of their own family members, a few organizations have been doing yeoman service to provide support to the widows. At the intervention of the Supreme Court some years ago, the Sulabh International opened several shelters for the widows of Vrindavan to bring some happiness and integrate these hapless widows in the mainstream. Noted social reformer Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak initiated celebrations of Hindu festivals in a big way by the widows of Vrindavan. His organization looks after hundreds of widows living in various ashrams in Vrindavan and Varanasi since 2012. On a routine basis, Sulabh provides them medical facilities and vocational training besides meeting their day-to-day needs so that they do not feel left out during the twilight years of their lives. The Vrindavan widows, who have continued to defy the age-old Indian traditions of not celebrating Deepavali but Holi and Raksha Bandhan also, have now been taking part in Durga Puja celebrations in West Bengal as well as the other Hindu festivals. They no longer feel marginalized. Years of darkness has vanished from their lives, which had disillusioned them after losing husbands in wars, diseases or penury. Around 1,000 widows, mostly from West Bengal, have been living in Vrindavan for decades and they were not allowed to take part in rituals, till Sulabh International extended a helping hand to them. Breaking several established traditions, the activists helped widows to take part in a series of rituals to join the mainstream of the society. Even today in Vrindavan and Varanasi, thousands of widows lead an isolated life to attain moksha or liberation from the cycle of death and rebirth. Living in small rooms in narrow alleys, they spend most of their time praying and looking for food in the absence of family support. Some years ago, after death, their bodies were dumped into gunny bags and disposed of, but conditions have now improved for the better. According to an NGO, in Agra, more than 15,000 widows live in Mathura, Vrindavan, Govardhan and Radhakund. Of the around 115 million widows worldwide living in distress and facing brutalities, some 81 million are subjected to sexual harassment. Though Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister, has announced pension for women above 60 years, the amount is peanuts. Society itself will need to review its attitude towards widows.